Good morning, everyone. We have amongst us Dr. Aparna, All India Rank 14. We are very blessed to have her on this platform. And today we are going to interview her some questions about her NEET journey and how she got the All India Rank 14. Ma'am, my first question to you is how did you start your preparation, ma'am?
Okay, I think first I'll introduce myself. Okay, I'm Dr. Aparna. I'm from Kerala. I completed my BDS from Sri Anjaneya Dental College, Calicut. After that, I worked in a clinic near my hometown. Then I started preparing for the NEET entrance examination. Yeah, that's all about me. Okay, so I started the preparation from June 2022. From that day onwards, I was staying in our institute hostel. I was joined in Bhatia Calicut Center. So I was staying in their hostel. Yeah.
Nice, ma'am. Ma'am, can you tell us the difference between the INICT and NEET MDS exam in terms of questions asked and how students should prepare for the same and how they should answer during the exam?
Okay, I think in INICT, the questions are asked more from a clinical aspect compared to NEET. But I think currently the NEET question patterns are also changing because in NEET 2023, there were more questions from the clinical based questions, there were more. So I think the question patterns are also changing in NEET. And the questions from subjects like anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, that is less in INICT. But the number of questions are equally distributed for NEET MDS. Because we can prioritize any subject for NEET, because all the 19 subjects should give equal importance. So we have to study all those 19 things with equal importance. Okay, then the number of questions in INICT and NEET are different, because in INICT, I think 200 questions are asked. In NEET MDS, 240 questions are asked, 140 from our dental subject and 100 from the medical subjects. I think that's all.
Okay. Ma'am, how many books did you refer, ma'am, during the preparation?
First and most important, our own, my own self-made notes. That's the fundamental thing. And, that's a Bible. So you should make your own notes. That's really important. And second, dental pulse. Then I think for me, it was difficult to follow dental pulse for pharmacology. So I followed Spashkutta for pharmacology. Then for previous year question, I referred Neeraj Vaga. That's all. Then I have to told you that the thing I refer is our app. Our institute provided app for MCQs. So most of the MCQs I have done with the app. That's all.
So ma'am, did you feel the notes that was the lectures that were being provided by Bhatia, was it good for you? Did it lay the foundation? Was it enough? Or was it easy for you when you were solving the pulse, or did you have to add more information from the Neeraj and the pulse to the Bhatia notes?
Oh, okay. Actually, our institute notes are really good. Lectures are really good. So it will provide a basic idea, because we don't have to mug up anything, because they will provide us a basic idea so we can understand the things, and after that we can learn. So by doing that, it will be easier to attempt the MCQs, because we understand things and we can attempt that MCQs easily. That's really important. And also they are providing hostel, so that's really helped me a lot. And I think one of the main good thing about Bhatia is they will assign us each mentors. For each one they will assign a mentor, so we can call our mentors to ask for help, and they will definitely motivate us in our bad times. I almost every day I will call my mentor and I will tell, because I can't do this, I don't know what to do. So they will inspire us and motivate us, and they will tell you what to do and what is your problem, where you are lagging. So that helped me a lot. So I think that's a good thing about Bhatia. And also the lectures are really important, because they will take it detailing. They will tell you they will give you a detailed lecture. So you can, your note will be enough for you to prepare for the entrance examination. By after, revising through the notes, you can directly go through the MCQs. Because I think my friends told me that they have to go through the dental pulse explanation for each and every question. For me, it's not need for that, because everything was in my notes, so it was easier for me to do the MCQs.
That's nice, ma'am. Ma'am, did you give equal importance to clinical and non-clinical subjects?
Okay. Actually, I didn't prioritize any subject. I gave equal importance for clinical and non-clinical subjects. But the clinical subjects are more interesting, and so it was easy for me to learn and memorize those three subjects. But the subject like pharmacology, biochemistry, public health, dentistry, dental material, it was really difficult for me to memorize. I think it's volatile, really, really volatile.
Yes.
So I revised those subjects more number of times than the clinical subjects.
Okay. Ma'am,
That's all.
I'm very curious, ma'am. Like, how was your day-to-day schedule, ma'am? Like, how did you divide your day into different subjects? How did you plan your day during the preparation? And when did you start your revision, ma'am?
Oh, okay. Initially, I had no idea what to do or where to start, so I blindly followed the institute schedule. There will be some lectures with 2 days gap, so I watched their lectures, and after I revised the notes, then I started to doing the MCQ related to that topic. And then again, the next day, I revised the things I studied yesterday. Then I combine initially, there will be no others, there will be no burden because few subjects will be there. So you can revise as many times as possible and you can do maximum CQs. But if the number of subjects increases, then you'll be stressed because you don't know what to do. So you just need to, shuffle the subjects, combine the subject and you give more importance for the subject that is difficult for you because you need more time with that subject. So, and I combine the subject. So if the clinical subjects were easier for me, so I combined one clinical subject with a non-clinical one because non-clinical were difficult for me. So if I studied 2 hours the clinical subject, then I studied 1 hour one non-clinical, then 1 hour another. So I combined 2 to 3 subjects. Then I started my revision, I think, 2 months before. You will revise these things again and again within the next for every day. You will revise these things. At least you will do the MCQs based on the subjects that you studied. But at that time, you don't count the number of revision because you don't even know what means how many times you revise those things. But
Yeah.
the last 2 months, you will definitely make a timetable to cover at least 5 to 6 times the 19 subjects. So you will know a basic idea that you will revise those things in the last 2 months. You will definitely revise those subjects 5 to 6 times at least. I think so. And before you don't get the count, so you don't even know, but you will revise it, so many times, countless. It's countless times.
So, ma'am, how did you push yourself to study topics that you didn't enjoy?
As I mentioned earlier, I think I combined the subjects with an easy topic with a difficult one. That was so in that way, it was easy for me to learn these things, and also it will lessen the burden. We won't be stressed easily. We can, enjoy a little bit more by combining the subject. That's all.
Okay.
I also get so many mnemonics because my pharmacology lecture, the sir was amazing and he did a great job actually. So he gave us a lot of mnemonics for the drugs and adverse effect, etc. So I studied pharmacology through mnemonics. So that really helped me to remember pharmacology, easily.
This year, NEET paper, one of the senior mentioned it to me that it had a lot of pharmacology questions, and that students who have like really studied pharmacology would be, the rank would differ because of the pharmacology questions. So yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, do you have any smart study tips for the students who are preparing for the NEET this year?
There is no easy way, I think. But I just want to say is don't try to mug up things. Just understand the basic subject and then learn. Learn from by understanding. Learn by understanding. Then also practice maximum number of MCQs because you need to do maximum MCQs because there is a keyword in each and every question. So by practicing a lot number of questions, you will identify the keyword in each questions. So by understanding or by identifying the keyword, you only need to relate, remember the points related to keyword, then you can answer the MCQ easily. That's really important. And also by practicing a lots of MCQ, you will definitely improve the time management because we have to answer the almost more than 240 questions within the time limit. So you should practice and you also give your maximum concentration by attempting. So only by practicing you can, attain that. Okay.
Ma'am, what are the minimum? Yes, sorry, ma'am.
Uh, no, it's okay. Then you should make a timetable or schedule because before sleeping for the next day, you should make a to-do list or some timetable that you will do this or that. So you can cover the maximum topics within the day. So the number of pending topics will be less. That's also a point. So,
Ma'am, what are the number of minimum revisions that is needed?
okay, I already told you that I don't know. But I think in the last 2 months, I revised it 5 to 6 times at least.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't know the exact because
Ma'am,
that's really important.
how was your revision like, ma'am? Did you just revised your notes, or did you revise the Pulse and the Neeraj Badwan? Or how was your revision planned, ma'am?
The basic fundamental thing I revised is my own notes because uh, if after I attempting practicing any MCQ, if I didn't get the correct answer or if I don't know this, then I just add those points to my notes. So it was easy for me. When again I revised the notes, then I got that point. If I answer an MCQ correctly, then I know that question, so I don't need to again revise that questions again. I don't need to revise that question again and again. So I just revise my notes mainly because I gave more time for revision of the notes. Then I just go through the MCQs that I didn't get correctly at the previous time. And for Neeraj Madhavan, first I revised in the previous questions. I revised first. Then I think I didn't revise for Neeraj Madhavan again. I just, our institute provided MCQ based questions in our app. So I revised that again. I didn't go through Neeraj Madhavan again. I just, go through this one time.
Okay. Ma'am, just wanted to ask you, ma'am, did you feel the paper was more from the Pulse type or Neeraj, or the previous year question based, the need that you have given this time?
Okay. Actually, we can't, I'm not sure about this, but if you practice a lots of MCQ, then while you're attempting the NEET MDS entrance, I thought I have seen this question somewhere. But it's not the exact question, it's not the exact option, but I have seen it somewhere and I know the answer. You will feel like that. So I don't remember exactly from where it asked, but you will definitely, you know the answer and questions because you will be practicing that a lot. That's the correct way to say, I think.
Thank you, ma'am. This was, this was much needed answer. A lot of people have this question, is it like a similar question? So you have cleared the doubt very well, ma'am. Thank you. Ma'am, so what advice would you give to the student out there who is inspired by what you have achieved and wants to do the same?
Okay. I think be confident. That's really important and trust yourself and do this preparation for yourself. Because not for others, because it's not an easy journey. It will be stressful, and there may be some days that you don't even want to study. So it will be really stress some days. So if you believe that it's not for yourself, then you cannot try through this. So you should trust yourself and you should do this for yourself because you needed this thing, then you will definitely get. That's important. And be consistent and disciplined. That's really important because to be in the right track, it's really difficult to be in the right track. If you are in the right track and you practice daily MCQs and study a lot, then after you take a break, then it will be really difficult to restart these things again because you will feel you'll be fed up with the situation and you don't want to study. That's so you don't take a break. If you're stressed, then just take a break for 30 minutes and just talk to your parents, friends, or mentors, or just listen to some music or watch movies just for a shorter period. Then again restart these things. That will refresh your mind. Then you can again study a lot. I think that's all. I am sure that you will definitely get a great rank in NEET MDS. Yeah.
Thank you. This interview was really good, ma'am. I've learned a lot of things from you today. So thank you so much for sharing all the tips and all the knowledge and the experience of your NEET journey. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, thank you. I wish you guys all good luck. Yeah, I will definitely think that you will get an 8 rank in NEET MDS. Thank you. It's a privilege to me that I'm here. Thank you for inviting me.